Dude, there you are.
There I am.
So welcome to the Very Real Cooking Show. But it's kind of your cooking show now because you're the only one on the show that knows what they're doing. So
I gave you a list.
I got the list. I got the bowl.
Bowl.
Good.
Nice big
Right.
bowl.
Look at that. One bowl.
Yes.
What is that? Oh, that's your scale.
That's my scale. It's not as cute as yours. Yours is like
We can swap.
millennial fucking scale. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is my scraper.
Oh, I got a mini scraper and a big scraper. Which one should I?
So when you're using the bowl, you see how this one has an edge to it? It's like curved.
Yeah.
So when you're scraping the bowl,
Yeah.
you want to use the curved part of the.
Okay. I'll use that little guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there something else? Oh, tea towel, right?
Yeah, the tea towel. Where did I put mine? Hello?
Clean. Give it the old sniff test. Oh yeah.
They never smell that great though.
No, that's what I mean. But I have this weird. I keep smelling them, even though I know there's a strong chance it's gonna smell bad. What does that say about me? Anyway, you got a very.
This is mine. It has a nice stain on it.
Yeah, but yours is very floral and sort of hip. Look at mine. Mine's just generic stripes.
Kind of dudeish. It's a dudeish towel.
Dudeish, biggish.
Yeah.
So, all right, girl, show us the next stage. What do we do? Now, so everyone who hasn't seen up till now, Alex has become a master sourdough baker to the point where her loaves are now put out for the general public. I heard that rumor.
Well, yeah, No. This is like, I've been doing this for a couple weeks. And my friend, Christian Lett, who has been, he's just super creative and does everything under the sun that he's interested in. And so he went through the bread making rabbit hole, and this is the recipe that he shared with me when I started.
Nice. Or playing
Yeah,
back.
he plays guitar for Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. He's
Zeros. Nice.
Yeah, he also makes
What
hats.
band?
He's an incredible artist. He has an album on iTunes. Like, he's
like one of those annoying people that's good at everything. Kind of
yes.
like you.
No,
with
I'm
yourself.
not good at everything. That's not true. That was true. I have 2 starters here.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I have 10 starters here too. Same there. But only one of them's usable. This one's the one that I did for display purposes like an hour ago or whatever it was.
Earlier.
Back in the fridge, right?
Right, which is what this one is, which I did around the time that you did yours because I was asleep, passed out, having a weird nap in the middle of the day, which never happens to me. And then I get a text from somebody saying, hey, Martin's on Instagram Live doing the starter. And I was like, oh, crap, I forgot to be my starter. So then I came down and found my starter. This was from the fridge. You can see the bubbles.
Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. Look. So if you ever wondered what actors do in their spare time, like shooting around in sports cars, drinking champagne, no, they literally go, how big is your starter? How big's your sourdough starter bubbles, Al? And we go, oh shit, you got really good bubbles. There's really good.
We're extremely self-involved, but we also get really bored of ourselves, so we have to do something else.
Something outside of ourselves, yeah. I never get bored of myself. We speak for yourself. It's the opposite. I'm just like, I'm so interested in myself. I'm just so entertained.
Right, which is why you're doing an Instagram Live of yourself making sourdough.
It's for myself. This is literally just goes into the home video library. We just sit around at Christmas time. Family hates it. I love it.
But they're going to love it when you go home and you can make, ooh, look at that. Ooh.
Dude, look at that. I know.
Oh, that looks good.
It went all the way to the top. And look at the bubbles. Can you see?
Oh, that looks really good. That's gonna make good bread.
Okay. Well, no pressure.
No. We're gonna work through this together. It's gonna be great. This is the one from the fridge. This has not been fed today, so this might not be as good as yours because yours was fed today.
Yeah. So was yours. You said you got out of bed and fed it.
I fed this one. I don't think she's ready.
Oh, it hasn't had time to do its thing.
Yeah, I just think she needs a little more time to bubble because I went through like I was on the internet for days researching this.
Yeah. I know. I heard about it, but I'm very grateful because of your obsessiveness. Because of your obsessiveness and your perseverance, we're now the world is benefiting from this. We're just able to share with everybody. I mean, there must be so many people bored out of the brains in lockdown all over the world, going, "Oh, I hate the lockdowns." But now, you know, you can be like Alex and I and just make bread and get fat.
That's right.
I wasn't talking about.
I love getting fat. That's right.
Doesn't love getting fat. It's getting skinny that sucks. Getting fat's the fun part.
Exactly. So, should we start making bread?
Tell me what to do.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the recipe. I'm doing these weird accents all day. I don't know if you noticed. It's very, okay. So we're gonna do 700 grams of water, warm water.
The gram thing in the bowl, in the big middle bowl.
Well, I find that baking, they use grams a lot of the time. American baking, like books, they'll have it by cups.
Oh, here we go. American baking. Well, in America. In America. In America.
We do it this way.
You use grams. It's so annoying. But I like it. I get to use my scale again, right?
I mean, you can use any measurement system that you want, but in a lot of the baking, I found that they use grams. So anyway, that's what I follow. Because if you're gonna bake, you might as well use the system they're using. Anyway, have you noticed that I'm wearing a Bob Seger t-shirt, by the way?
Oh, you do that especially? You do that especially for the Virgin River fans. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I should put on a plaid shirt and then we'd all. Oh, look at that. Is that the one, though? Is that the one?
No.
You happen to have one?
I have one, yes. I have. This is a real Bob Seger shirt.
So what you're telling us is that Mel Monroe is just completely you. You are Mel Monroe. Everything about.
I mean, I didn't want to, but now that you mention it.
Okay, all right. The secret's out. Okay, water.
I'm gonna do. This has been sitting on the counter, so I'm gonna get overzealous. I'm gonna do about 600 grams room temp water, and then
what are you pouring it in? I can't see what you're actually. What are you pouring it into?
Let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so I've got my big bowl. It's actually 614 grams, 613, whatever. This is a very finicky bowl. So I'm pouring it in there, and then I'm going to take some kettle water that I was boiling and just warm that up a little bit, because I have found that it just speeds up the process. I don't know. I'm sure people that know more than I do about bread baking would poo-poo me about this. I'm sure somebody would have something to say about it, but I don't care. You know what?
Hey, man, I've heard about your bread. I've heard incredible things, so I don't think anyone has a right to judge you, given that you come up with the goods.
I'll send you some in the mail.
Thanks.
So, okay,
I just put my kettle on. Thanks for that. You didn't tell me I needed hot water.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm actually going to heat more water up because it's warm enough. But you know what you can do also? You can just turn the tap on and get some warm tap water.
No, I got to think about that. I feel like it's got to be filtered or something.
No, it'll be great.
Okay. All right. How many grams of water?
700.
Why is my... Okay, 700. So I'm going to do... It's 590 of room temp, and then the rest I'll do hot, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think that. But you know what's fun about this process is that after we do this...
What's fun about this process?
All the waiting you get to do.
Oh, that's the worst part. For anyone who's interested, this is the perfect thing to do in lockdown, because it literally takes days to have one loaf of bread. Days. So it's the perfect quarantine.
I think I tried to figure out how long it takes. I think it's about 18, let's see, 6, 12. I think it's around 18 hours total or something.
Yeah, that's a lot. It takes honestly about 6 minutes to drive to the bakery. Okay. All right. How hot is this?
There's not much gratification when you just drive to the bakery.
I know. I'm being facetious. I'm actually so into it. I'm having the best fun ever. I never really baked before this COVID thing, so I'm sort of excited about a new frontier in my life.
I think a lot of people haven't baked before.
I know. It's like we're all busy running around with our heads cut off now.
I think a lot of people hadn't cooked before. like at all. And then they were like, oh, maybe I should learn how to make food because now I have
You gotta
to
eat.
eat at home a lot. So, okay, we've got 700 grams of water. Now we're going to do 200 grams of our starter.
How much?
200 grams. Now, what I do,
200?
200, and let me, I'm going to turn this around and we're going to talk about this for 2 seconds. So on my scale, I press this button, goes to 0, right?
Is it just me, or is something really, sorry to interrupt your fascinating display there, but do you sort of get a thrill out of making the scale go back to 0 when there's something actually on?
Yes, I do.
Right?
Yes.
It's super weird. It's kind of, I just like erase the weight of that thing. Anyway.
It's satisfying. It's a level of control that, So here's my starter, and that's my.
I'm like.
No, that's fine. Who cares? 6. That's.
Got it. No, I just put in. I'm so anal.
So mine is super bubbly, but I gotta be real with y'all. I don't know if this is gonna float, so we're gonna check it out. Here we go. Here's the, ooh, that's good. Oh, guys, that's really good. But you know what just happened to me? My scale just died.
Oh, no. Dude.
Oh, no. My scale just died. Oh, no. Wait.
Why?
And now it's zeroed itself out again.
Oh. So you got to scoop it out and then.
Let's talk about the timing of that.
Dude. See, I told you this is a very, very real cooking show. This is the realest cooking show ever made.
That was terrible. Oh, no.
No,
and it looked so good. It
was
floating and everything. So that's what you want to see. And now I'm going to end up taking some of my water out accidentally. Oh, what a mess. Okay.
You can put a little more water back in.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great.
This is good.
Okay.
I like this. By the way, someone just texted me and said, where's your Mexican girlfriend? I don't know why I find that really funny. But she's in Mexico. Yeah. Where else would a Mexican girlfriend be? But she's in Mexico because she can't get where I am because of COVID.
Where you are.
But if she's watching, I don't know if she is, but if she is, Aisha, you know the deal. I'm making an absolute asshole of myself publicly trying to do something like this. And the deal was I would do sourdough and granola and you would do relish. So I'm publicly shaming you. Yeah, she has a thing for relish. Well, we both do. It's kind of our secret thing we put on underneath scrambled eggs. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds good. What?
But that was the deal.
So does she know how to pickle?
No, I guess that's what she has to learn. I don't know. Is that part of the deal?
I also pickle.
Yeah. There you go. You can do one of these with her.
I do a lot of things. I know. I'm a weirdo. I pickle. I can make pickles. I can make jam, cake. I can fucking quilt.
You are one of those,
I know how to quilt.
You're a grandma. You're a grandma in a Bob Seger t-shirt on a Saturday night making sourdough. And you're a secret pickler. There you go.
It's not a secret. It's been on my Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. Did you get your sourdough starter in there?
No, I'm still... Okay, so I do that now?
Look at me. I'm beet red from being called a grandmother.
Okay. So what do I do here? Do I just pour it in or do I spoon it in?
Yep. Pour in 200 grams.
Okay. Ready, everyone? I'm going to turn the camera around here. Please float. Oh, yes! It's floating! It's floating! Oh, this is
good job.
Oh, man. It's totally floating.
Be proud.
Hey, Alex, you should explain to people that whole point that it's got to float. Because I'm really hoping that there's at least one person out there that's bored and frustrated enough to try this.
All I know is that the floating, I mean, you want me to give scientific reasons? I don't know those reasons. All I know.
Just make it up. No one will know.
It means that your yeast is active, and that's what you want when you're making bread. You want active yeast. I mean, if you were to use dry yeast, and usually, like when I make bread rolls, like sweet, sticky bread rolls, dinner rolls, like Hawaiian rolls, if you will. It takes forever. Shut up. You use dry yeast. And you have to sit it on the counter in some milk with an egg and some sugar, and then it starts to bubble. So you want to activate your yeast. So this is active yeast, and this sourdough yeast, your sourdough starter yeast, will always be active. It's not like dry yeast where it kind of like goes dormant. It's dry. It's always active. That's why you're feeding it. So it is kind of a pain in the ass, but it's also, look at that. Look at that. I mean, it looks like you're making fried donuts or something. It's great.
I know. But, oh, hang on. I want to show you my account. Oh, it just changed. I swear to God, it was 900 exactly, but 901's fine, right?
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
Well, I didn't zero it, so I just went from 700 to 900.
Mine's at 207.
Okay.
Got a little extra in there. No big deal.
Okay. All right. As long as
NBD. So now we're gonna do 800 grams of all-purpose flour.
800 grams into what? Into that water mixture?
Into that bowl. So I measured some out because I was actually almost running out, and I was like, I wanted to make sure I had it.
How many grams?
800.
All right. So I zeroed my scale, and now I'm going to add 800 grams of all-purpose flour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's in French, too, for our French friends over there. Farine tout usage. Here we go. 800, yeah? Just pour it in.
Yep.
How was your day anyway? Did you have a nice Saturday, Alex?
What?
Did you have a nice Saturday?
A nice Saturday? Yeah, I did wake up at the crack of dawn, and I did some work. Now,
on your Saturday, you poor thing. How are the kids?
Oh, poop. They're fine.
Good.
They're happy.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is there an expectation in your house now that you've made this amazing sourdough that you have to just keep going? Like, have you sort of made a rod for your own back?
I'm sorry, what now? Is that some kind of like New Zealand thing? What did you say?
Rod for your own back. You know, what does that mean? Like you've done something great, but now there's a downside. Now you have to bake all the time. Not that's probably not a down for you. It's probably like the greatest thing ever.
No. I actually really like to do it. And my family eats it, so that was the whole purpose. I actually wanted to do like sandwich loaf bread. Really, because my kids eat so many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and yeah, they eat a lot of bread. Lots of toast happens in this.
Cheese toasty. Oh, did you say 800? 800 grams?
800, yeah.
God, I'm only up to 470. I feel like this whole bag's gonna end up in there.
You're fine. I think it looks like you're fine.
Okay. And I don't need to sift this flour, right? I mean, it's obviously too late, but.
So you baked a cake.
Yep.
And did you?
It was actually awesome. I got to say, it was really good. It was pretty good.
Why don't you like send it in some dry ice to me or something?
All right, I'll bake another cake. And I'll send you a slice.
You texted me.
I'm making more granola tomorrow.
Yeah, I know you sent me that recipe.
I'm doing.
Try it.
Yeah. I'm doing ginger, cinnamon, fig, and mulberries and. I don't know, what was it? Sour cherries or something. But I went to the supermarket today. Do you know what a Buddha's hand is?
Had a what?
Do you know what a Buddha hand? Yeah. Check it out. That is a Buddha hand.
Oh, it's a squash. What is that?
No, it's a citrus. It's kind of like a really weird lemon.
Oh, it's a citrus.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much fruit, but the rind, like the zest, is amazing. It's lemon, but it's kind of more perfumey or something. It's incredible. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in my granola, and I will send you some. I promise you.
Zesty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip my camera around and show you guys how I'm gonna start to mix this dough. It might be hard for me to hold the camera and do this at the same time, but I'm gonna try. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I've got my bowl, and I put in. So Martin, I don't think you put in your. Do you have whole wheat flour?
Yeah. I think I do. Whole grain, yes, whole wheat flour. But I just put in. Okay. I've already put in 800.
Yes, you put in 800 all-purpose.
Yeah.
Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put in 200 grams all whole wheat flour. Okay.
Whoa! Didn't I get lucky?
So what I'm trying to show you guys with my hand mixing here is how sticky the dough gets. And so when you're mixing it like this, just it's gonna be clumpy. Like this is totally normal. If any of you decide that you're not just watching this for entertainment and you actually do want to make some dough, like this is totally fine. I'm gonna flip you around again and put you back up here so that I can continue to do some.
I've got to, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, teacher. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah,
excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Do I put the whole wheat flour now, or do I do what you were just doing and then put it in.
Nope, you put the whole wheat flour in now before you start mixing.
Okay. 200 grams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Breckenridge.
I wish I could have like an overhead view. So, but this is my dough. It's super sticky. And I'm just trying to incorporate it as much as I can. And when I stick my hand in the dough, I squeeze it like a claw, smush it through my fingers, and then kind of wrap it around the bowl again so that you scrape the sides of the bowl.
You're not using the little scraper tool, right? You're doing this all with your hand right now.
This is all my hand right now, but I'm actually at the point where I'm gonna scrape it. And what I do is show you where I'm at right now. So you can see it's pretty stiff, like it's not falling out of the bowl at this point. And I've got pretty much all of the dry flour that I need to. So I'm gonna take this edge. And actually what is a good idea is to wet your scraper because it helps the dough not stick to it so much. Like it's easier to get the dough off. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scraping it off my hand. So you should go ahead and mix your dough with your water.
Do my thing here. I'm just going to show everybody. If you want to know what 1,000 grams of flour looks like. Here we go. 1,000 grams of flour. So that's 800 all-purpose, 200 whole wheat for this particular bread. That's a specialty of Alex's that she's been working on for generations within the Breckenridge family, dating back to the turn of the last century in Connecticut. Okay, back to a main... No? Okay.
It's not at all true. Actually, my
This is awesome! This is awesome!
My father's mother's mother, French, and they had a bakery in the eastern part of the U.S.
There you go. So it is.
I don't have any family recipes.
So it is in your blood because I don't have that sort of French heritage. Mine's all Irish and Scottish, so I'm really good at baking potatoes. Thanks, Mum. Thanks for all my ancestors. Awesome.
I'm also Irish and Scottish.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'll send you a potato in the mail. How about that? You'll be so impressed.
What else? You're not just Irish and Scottish. You're...
Dude, it's pretty much. I did that ancestry.com, or which I think it was that one. And now I'm a little paranoid that some billionaire in Germany like has the rights to my entire genetic code, and he can basically clone me, and I can't do anything about it. But anyway, moving right along. On a happier note,
are you a conspiracy theorist?
No, I'm not. But I did listen to a podcast, and they were talking about the negative potentials of your genetic material being owned by a corporation, and it's not what you give away right now. It's what could happen in the future. I don't know. It just freaked me out. I just had visions of being locked up for the rest of my life for a murder I didn't commit.
Wow, Martin.
That's where my head goes. Yeah. So there you go. Welcome inside my mind. It's a lovely place. But I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah, no, I found out. I have a little bit of Russian. I have a little Russian inside of me.
That's what she said.
You went there. I love it. You went there.
It's late enough. The kids are in bed.
The kids are asleep. We can talk about little Russian men inside me, can't we? I was quite chuffed by that. I don't know why. I just sort of thought it's something slightly more exotic than Irish, Scottish. Not that I mind. I quite like being a Celtic nutcase. Ugh.
No, German is good.
German, Russian.
Oh, German. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. My accents have been off today. I'm very tired. Okay, I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm doing here. But
well, hang on. I need help. I'm like completely stuck to this. Like it's ridiculous.
Okay, let me give you a tip. Use one hand instead of two.
This is a good time for that tip. I just want to point out, probably genius timing. Like
I thought maybe you'd be watching what I was like.
I'm just gonna change the remote. It's gonna turn.
Okay.
Gotta go and pet the dog.
Do that thing where like you scrape off from one hand, probably your scrape off from your left hand, so that you can continue to just use with your right, because you're right-handed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So do that.
Okay.
However long that's gonna take you.
Well, I'll do that. I'll do that, and then when I've
while you're doing that, I'll
show us the next stage.
The folks at home, what's going on here? So here is my dough, and what I do here, which is quite hard to do with one hand, is I turn it and I fold it, right, with that. Turn it, scrape, and fold. Turn, scrape, and fold. So I'm going to do that a few times, and
that looks suspiciously like one of those things that someone just sort of says, yeah, you just turn, scrape, and fold. It's like learning how to do the tango. It's like, oh no, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're like, oh, okay.
Well, you have to use some force. You take the scraper, you cup it in there, and you scrape and fold it over. It's a movement that I wish I could sort of.
Oh, there you go. You're doing it.
But there's a lot of there's lots of YouTubes where you can watch people doing this and get the technique down.
But I've got a question for you. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss.
Yes. I'll take a question from Mr. Henderson.
There's sort of a little bit of just dry flour, not a lot, just a little bit around the outside. Are we worried about that? No, who cares? It'll get absorbed, right?
I just kind of leave it out there. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, there have been times where I've scraped it in, but at this point, I've already mixed my dough to the point where I don't want to scrape all that dry stuff in there. Sounds gross. Sounds yucca.
I'm listening. I'm just washing my hands.
Wash those hands. So I haven't actually, to be totally honest with you, I haven't actually used wheat.
Okay, great. So I'm the guinea pig. So this is awesome. I thought you were literally going to just walk me through everything you did to make these legendary loaves, but no, you've actually just roped me into some kind of weird experiment here.
No, because you don't have einkorn flour, and I'm out of my einkorn flour. And so what I was going to say is that I've used rye flour, but the base is all-purpose flour. So the secondary flour you're using is not so much.
Okay.
It's not as much as the all-purpose. It's fine.
Well, show me your hands.
My hands?
Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
I already washed them.
Oh, okay. All right. So can I stop? Can I stop this now? Do you want to see
show me what's happening in here. Okay, so that looks great. So I would, peel off. You scrape off with the dough scraper off of your fingers as much as you can.
Right.
And then. Rinse your hands or whatever, and you
pick out the dough scraper. I'm having okay. All right. So I scrape it off into the bowl.
Yeah, it takes some effort. It's not the business of baking bread.
It's kind of. No, I mean, let's be honest here. We wouldn't be up at 9 o'clock on a Saturday or wherever you are. I don't know what time zone you're on, but practically the middle of the night doing this if it wasn't fun. I mean, guys. You've got to give this a shot. It's so much fun. It's like being a big kid again, playing with mud pies and Play-Doh. Do you remember Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Did your kids?
It's currently in my house, so yes.
It's still a thing. I used to eat that stuff. I think it's got a lot of salt in it. It was yum.
Oh, that's what happened.
Oh, you're so funny.
So listen, here's the deal, guys. This is what's going to be super obnoxious, is that now, well, Martin has to catch up to me.
I wash my hands.
Martin's got to wash his hands and scrape his bowl. After that, we're going to put a tea towel on top of our bowls. And what I have here, which I'm sure you don't have, is I have this handy dandy, very large rubber band.
Okay, so the hot water.
You don't need one.
You didn't mention the hot water. You didn't mention the one hand business. You didn't mention the hair tie or whatever it is. I'm just pointing out here that you're literally setting me up for failure. It's fine, but it's plainly obvious to anyone who's paying attention. But go ahead.
Martin, when we spoke of this afternoon, when you suddenly decided to go on Instagram and bake bread, I knew.
As you do.
And then when we decided to come on together, I knew you weren't going to have a giant rubber band.
How do you know? Maybe. Is that big enough? No.
Is that going to fit around your bowl? No.
No. All right.
So I have one of those bags of just that you can get a bag of all different size rubber bands. So I have one of those, and in there is one of these.
You have a big one.
I find it really helpful. After you've got your dough formed like a disc, you're going to take your tea towel. It's called a tea towel, darling.
Yes, a tea towel. Yes, I see that.
Take your rubber band. I press the bowl up against my stomach, and I start from the back towards me with the rubber band, and then I just sort of tighten the towel. So, holy macaroni. So it just kind of ends up looking like this. What am I going to do
in the absence of a rubber band. I don't have a rubber band.
You don't. Well, what I'm saying is you don't actually need one. It might be like a weird type A.
Oh, it is.
Kind
of like you giving us the detail that you're pushing the bowl against your stomach and starting the thing out there, kind of in keeping with that level of minutia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So is that it? Have you done the stage? Is that it?
So now we let it rest for an hour.
Great. So we're gonna be at this. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna start my timer. I guess on my iPad because I'm on my phone. My hands are all sticky.
So I should be doing the turn.
Yeah, do your thing. Do your
Okay.
thing. Get it ready. Get it ready. And then in an hour, we're gonna do the warm salt water scrub.
The worm?
Warm.
Oh,
salt water scrub.
The worm. Yeah.
The warm
Forget
salt water scrub.
Okay.
So, how you doing?
I'll be honest with you. Vulnerable moment here. Yeah, I don't feel like I really know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm about to get exposed for being a wannabe baker. That's how I really feel right now. I feel like all my baking ambitions are going to come crashing down, and the hard reality of life is just going to knock me on my butt, and I'm going to be humbled and just going to the bakery tomorrow.
But Martin, I'm here for you.
Oh, see, kids, that's what real friendship's about. When the chips are down and your sourdough's just looking a little weird, your friends are there for you.
Show me your sourdough. I'm sure it looks great.
You want to see it? It's kind of I think it's a bit of a shambles.
No. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want it to look like.
Oh, you're so kind. You're very kind.
That's what it should look like.
Okay. Now when you do a turn, you're bombarding me with a lot of information. Is it a half turn or a quarter turn? Or just whatever?
A quarter turn.
It's a
quarter turn.
Oh, quarter.
I would say quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is quite fun though. I like this sort of action. Like it's kind of rewarding in its own way. Oh man.
Now here's the thing. We can do 40 minutes. We can wait for 40 minutes, or we can wait for an hour.
What's going to give us the best bread?
I mean, I usually wait an hour.
All right, let's do that. I think we should do whatever yields the greatest sourdough.
Somebody asked what a quarter turn. So imagine the bowl has four sides, right? Imagine you've cut it in half, and then you've cut it in half again.
The bowl?
The bowl. Somebody asked what a quarter turn was.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, you go for it. You go and instruct them.
So then that's a quarter turn. So one of those four is a quarter, like from here to here, quarter.
Oh. So we are going to post this recipe, aren't we? Someone asked me earlier, are you going to post the recipe? And I said yes. Alex said no. We had this whole thing. I'm like, why would you do that? She said, no, that's not true. It's not true. We're going to share. We're going to share the love.
Somebody asked what the recipe for the starter was, and I'm going to tell you guys that I actually tried to do a starter, and I tried to do a starter with whole wheat flour, and I wasn't very happy with it, so I bought a starter. Like a month or two ago, I bought about that much in the bottom of a jar. Actually, it's about this jar, and it was a little less than this in the bottom of the jar. And so I've gone off of that, and I've made, I don't even know, 8 loaves of bread at this point from that starter, because it keeps going. You feed it flour and water, and then it just keeps producing more starter, and you can bake till you...
I want to make lots of inappropriate jokes now that you kind of just you kind of just blew the ceiling off of that one, but no. Oh my God. Anyway, what
I missed it. I totally missed it. Oh.
Sure. So what happened? Do you want to see my thing? I mean, it's kind of.
It looks great. That looks great.
Okay, that little thing. Just hide that little guy. Okay. So do I cover it now?
Cover it.
Do I cover it with the?
Set it and forget it.
Cover, set and forget.
Set it and forget it.
Okay, this is awesome. And when this is all said and done, I'm gonna share my scrambled egg recipe. As you know, I'm gonna hold Aisha to her commitment. I'm gonna wait until she makes relish, and then I'm going to show that to the world. All right.
I'm dying to know how to make relish. So
am I. I'm trying to eat it.
yeah, I'm sure it's delicious. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to happen for an hour.
1 hour. Okay. And you're sure I don't need to seal it or anything. I don't need to put the rubber band on. Just let it sit with the thing on. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. That's just my own little weird thing. I like to have it.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, it's so great to have you on the show. I've always wanted to have you on the show, and every week we get together, me and the producers, and we sit around and we just think, who could we get? And your name always comes up, but we never thought you'd say yes. So we're absolutely flattered.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no.
It's been a dream of mine. Really has.
Well, now you're flattering me.
To be here with you because, your bread making skills are just top notch.
Now you're lying.
Yeah.
Is that Casey? What did he say?
He said, come to Brazil.
Is he going? I'll go with him.
No, he said, well, he did say come to Brazil, but he said back out. Are you back online? Anyway.
We live online, Casey.
It's true. We mostly live online, especially because we stream.
We bake till the early hours. I'm so tired, dude. I'm literally eating. Actually, I'm going to give a shout out to Endangered Species Chocolate. I don't know if you're familiar with this brand, but it's so good. And you know what's really cool about it? On the inside of their packages, they have these little blurbs about different animals that are endangered and all these facts. And then there's these different societies that they give a proceed of their profits to around the world to help with endangered species. So you can get fat and help endangered species. You can get diabetes. You can get high cholesterol. The world's your oyster when you eat this stuff. So I need it, man. I'm so tired. I'm a bit worried anything can come out of my mouth at this hour.
Dude, you have to stay up for another hour and a half. So
I know.
Why what are you talking about? It's 10:30. When we talked about this, you said you were gonna stay up late. Anyways, are we gonna look at our dough? See what's going on?
Yeah. Take it away, Al.
Go to bed. Okay.
No.
Well,
Good.
You and I are gonna have to stay up for another hour and a half doing this shit. Everybody else can go to bed. This is what my dough looks like.
I think we should say hi to people. How come you don't say hi to people? You're so rude. I'm gonna say hi to people.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Last time for the last 50 minutes that I'm sorry. Were you talking to people during that time? What?
I said hello. I said hello to a couple of people. Anyway, I'm going to say hello to... Good morning, Belgium. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Katie. It's 12 here in AL. Where's AL? Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's your salty water, and you're going to pour it right on top. Hi, Gail and Toha. Hi, Jasmine. I love you too, Grey's Obsession. Australia. Oh, g'day, Australia. How's it going down there? Are you guys making bread down there? What kind of bread are you doing? Are you just firing over your, what's it called? You sat down by the billabong.
What is it called? You should know more than me.
About a dude who was walking through the bush and he sits down, fires up his billabong. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, tell it. Oh, look at that. Look at that hand action. Whoa. Now there's a girl that likes to play with her Play-Doh.
It's hard with one hand because usually I hold the bowl down with the other hand so that I can really.
I'm going to leave that one alone, kids. Anyway.
HR's going to come after you. So shh.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying don't play with other people's Play-Doh if you haven't asked first. Not polite.
Okay.
Moving right on.
So this is sort of what it's going to look like for you. And this is what you're looking for. And you want to incorporate it. Ta-da! Incorporation. As I said, it's very hard for me to do this with one hand.
Hello, Miguel. Sorry, I'm just going to start shouting out to people because...
Yeah, do that.
I think we should talk about... You okay?
Yeah. I just had a back spasm. It's from having 2 children. It's fine.
Oh my God, baking. Baking is like a high-risk activity. Who knew? Yeah, she put her back out baking. She literally put her back out kneading dough. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm going to get my scraper wet.
This show just keeps getting better. The later and later Sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? You heard it here first, folks. It's a very real, inappropriate cooking show. So I'm gonna follow your lead here. I'm gonna pour the salty water over the dough. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is fantastic. I told you, man, this time of night. Oh.
Who knew bread making could be so inappropriate?
Inappropriate. But you know what? You know what is appropriate? Is how good this bread is going to taste.
True.
Okay, so I'm going to pour this over now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there we go, everybody. Here's my salty water. Oh my god, Alex. I've got a lot of...
I swear you started.
I've got a lot of... I've got a lot of really...
What's happening there?
That's my salt that didn't dissolve.
What kind of salt?
Molten salt. It's like really fancy salt.
Oh, molten salt. Oh, you should have told me that.
Okay. You should have asked me.
I
used the wrong salt.
love that salt. No. It's great salt. It's fine. It'll be fine. Just you gotta smush it in. It's fine.
Okay.
It'll be great.
Okay. Here we go. All right, everybody.
I use that stuff all the time. It's awesome.
Okay.
It's great salt.
So now I do the one-handed knead. This is so much fun. I really want people to try this. I really want, and fail. Everybody, it's okay to fail. I failed on my first starter. Alex, have you got any failure stories you want to share with the viewers out there?
Failure stories? I have so many failure stories. What are you talking about?
Little bumps along the road that ultimately led to your success, your person.
Oh my god. That's way too deep for 10:40 at night baking bread.
Well, let's talk
with
about
strangers.
Then. Lots of people want to know about season 2 of Virgin River on Netflix, airing next Friday, November 27th.
This coming Friday, because tomorrow is Sunday.
Friday, you're right.
So it's
So
technically
6 days.
I wonder when they put it on. You know, when they drop it? Like, do they drop it at like 12 in the morning on Friday?
Probably, but it can't be 12. But that's the thing. If it's 12 o'clock in New Zealand, it would only be math. It would be like 3 in the morning the day before, so that wouldn't work. So you know what? Maybe they actually. Netflix probably have a calculator, and they probably actually figure out the time zones around the world.
You think?
I don't know. They've got an algorithm for that stuff, don't they? They've got an algorithm for making sourdough, I'm sure.
For lots of things. You think they make sourdough over there at Netflix?
No, they don't.
No. So do you want me to show you what my dough looks like right now?
Yep. Want to see my dough? That's my dough. My dough.
This is my dough. Okay. So this is where I'm at.
Oh, your dough does look good. Yours dough looks a little less
clumpy. You have to keep kneading it. It's yeah.
So what is the consistency that you notice that lets you know? Does the dough tell you that it's ready? Is it something that talks to your hand?
Yes, it talks to my hand.
What does it say? What does it say when it's ready?
Big finger.
What does it does it say? What does it have a little voice?
Does it talk like that? Is it
No.
voice? Does it say, "Hey Alex, can you feel me on your finger"?
No, I'm sorry. I don't believe that my dough talks like that.
Where's your dough from? Is your dough sticky?
My dough says, "Hey, yo, I'm done. Stop mixing me."
You got some New York dough. You got some. Can't do New York without swearing so much. What is it about New Yorkers that just make you want to cuss?
I don't know. It's
kind of goes with the territory.
It just is, yeah. I wish I could show you. I can't hold the thing and do this. It's like completely impossible.
I can actually. You look. Oh, can you do this? Can your dough do that?
Oh my goodness.
Like a piano accordion, like a vertical piano accordion. This is super fun. Oh, dude. Now it's starting to get sticky. You're right. It's not talking to me. I was so off base with that assumption. It's
So listen. So take your scraper.
But is it ready? Like if it's pretty sticky, like it's literally kind of sticking to my hands. Is that good?
So you want to add some water to your hands so it doesn't stick to your hands so much.
I love how you tell me all this stuff way after I actually need to know it.
Martin, when I was trying to describe the entire process, your eyes sort of shut off about not even a minute into me trying to describe the process to you. So do you think that in that time I was going to say, you're going to need to wet your hands while you're working with the dough? No, I need to do bullet points.
Touche. I have no, I have nothing. I'm silent. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will learn to be a better listener. Okay, Mel.
Who's watching right now?
Better listening to your feelings. I know that it makes you feel validated. So I want you to stay in Virgin River forever. And so I'm going to become best
listener. They said that Martin is a bad student.
Oh, dude, I'm not.
Oh,
so I'm going to have the last laugh when you eat this bread, and you're going to be like, then you're going to take total responsibility. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, it's because I taught you how to do it. I know how this is going to go.
That's true.
Yeah, so you win either way. If it's crap, you blame me for being a bad student. If it's great, you're the best teacher.
Yeah. I win whatever. So at some point, dude, you're going to want to take this guy?
Yep, like this point now, or just some arbitrary point in the future?
I'm not really sure what you're doing there. Can you show me what exactly you're doing that? Okay. So you don't need to stretch it. Okay.
Oh, such a disappointing shake of the head.
Let me help you here. So you've got this in here. You want to, let's just do a little. I'm going to wet my hand a little bit. And then I'm going to take the dough.
Yeah.
I'm going to fold it. So this is also what you're going to do in a half an hour.
Jack goes to Westlake. Jack, shout out. Westlake Boys High School, North Shore, Auckland. Best school ever. I don't know what year you're in, Jack, but I hope you're studying hard, and I wish you all the greatest success. You're at a great school. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Westlake. That was my school. It was probably pretty obvious, but that's awesome. Jack,
Cool.
Like, I hope you're paying attention to this young lady, and you're learning lots from Ms. Breckenridge. Anyway.
That's cool. So somebody's on that is going to your old school?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, he's in year 11. Saw you there in year 9. Oh, right on, Jack. So weird. We're just having a conversation across the Pacific Ocean, time zones. Nothing can keep us separated. I'll never let go. I'll never let go.
I'll never let go, Jack.
$10 if you can type the name of that movie right now, Jack. You got 5 seconds. What was that movie a quote from? Don't say anything. No, he's in high school. He probably hasn't seen it. I will honor the bet. Next time at Westlake, I'll give him $10.
I still haven't seen it yet. Nobody has typed in the name of the movie.
Someone typed in Arabic.
But they said I look like a princess, so that's nice.
Oh. Do you know any songs from Frozen?
Martin, you are pure art. Titanic, there it is. Haha, Titanic. Thanks, guys.
Well, that was more than 10 seconds. That's true. Jack, sorry, mate. It's all right. But you're a Westlake boy, so you're all right in my book. Okay. Anyway, I'm not paying attention. The ADD is kicking in full effect.
It really is. But, I'm going to find another recipe.
I think you said
I know this, no. I'm going to find another recipe because I know this is super labor intensive. Like, this is ridiculous. I get that. I don't wear it.
I mean, come on. Are you New Zealand, Martin? Yes, I am New Zealand. I'm the country of New Zealand. I'm the North Island and the South Island. I was brought up from under the ocean by Maui. His fish hook dug into my flesh and pulled me up from the... No, I'm not, but I am from New Zealand, yes.
Wait, what? Have you seen
the whole thing? Maui. He was a legend. It was a legend that's how the land of New Zealand was formed by this guy who fished up the North Island, and then he took his club and he beat... It was a stingray. It was a giant stingray. And he walked along and he clubbed it, and the clubbing action created all the mountains and the hills of the North Island. Hobbitland. Hobbitland was created by Maui.
I've been to Hobbiton.
Why did you go to Hobbiton? Hobbiton town. Hobbits.
Why did I go to Hobbiton?
Yeah.
Because I was in New Zealand and I went to Hobbiton.
Did you like New Zealand?
I love New Zealand.
Oh,
it's one of my favorite places besides Bali.
Bali's pretty nice. Can't go skiing in Bali, though.
I don't go skiing, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Great. You're no fun. So anyway, let's go. What happens next?
So, the fun part. Well, can I see your dough?
Yep.
No, you need to knead that more.
Need it more? Okay. Yeah. I'll get my hand.
I need you to get your scraper out.
Yeah.
Get your scraper.
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
Take your scraper.
You just said I need to knead more. So do I get my scraper or do I knead?
How many times did you knead?
I've been sort of doing it on and off this whole time. Sort of very sporadically. Very erratic.
Erratic.
Okay. I've got my scraper. There's people from the Philippines here. Hello there. Hello there. Someone said, how do you keep your accent from hearing in Virgin River? That's easy. I just mimic Alexandra Breckenridge, basically.
Well, listen, I want your dough to kind of look like this a little bit more. Do you see? It's just a little bit more
wet.
Somebody's watching from Cambodia. That's pretty.
In Indonesia, Peru, Malaysia. What's going on out there, people? Well, it's probably a reasonable hour for those people. I feel like they're still in the middle of their day. It's probably their Sunday.
So, Martin, look. When I take my scraper and I scrape like that, this is what you want the consistency of your dough to kind of look like.
It's like plaster on a wall.
Sure.
Kind of.
Whatever you like in that consistency.
Okay, fine. Doesn't look anything like plaster on a wall. Oh.
I don't know. I've never plastered anything. I could totally plaster on a wall. I don't know. So anyways, once we've gotten it to that stage, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it for 30 minutes on the counter with the towel cloth on it, and then come back to it and fold it 6 times every 30 minutes. And I'm going to walk you through this off camera. We're not going to do this on live. That's ridiculous.
Well, just walk everybody through it now verbally. Just tell everybody so that, there might be someone out there that wants to do this. Give them an eye. Prepare them for the worst. Let them know what they're in for. That your life could be this exciting that you could literally just piss away hours of your youth trying to make one loaf of bread.
This is how you, too, can spend your Saturday night making sourdough. Feels very accomplished. Sunday evening. It's time you've rested your dough.
When do we literally, when do we get to eat? When is this thing actually ready?
So we've done this now, and so we're going to be up and so late. I'm a wuss, and I go to bed so early these days. But
you have children. Understandable.
I do, and it's true. And so when you start your dough process for this specific recipe, you want to start. You're kneading. You don't need to whack it, bring it up in the air like that. It's too much. It's like
no whacking.
You're like, what are you doing there? You're like,
I'm whacking my dough. What does it look like I'm doing? Radio silent. Total. Okay, no more whacking the dough. It's too late for that. Okay, I think I've whacked my dough enough.
You've whacked it quite enough. So you want to take the scraper and do what I showed you and sort of fold it around the bowl with the scraper and wet the scraper underneath the water first so that it doesn't stick to your dough.
So wet my scraper?
Yeah, just wet it down a little bit.
All right.
So this dough, I'm just going to tell y'all what's up with this dough. So once you start the process and you make the dough, as we have done this evening, and you make the dough, you let it rest for an hour, then you do this process we're doing now. Then you rest it for half an hour, fold it about 4 to 6 times, let it rest 30 minutes, fold it. You're doing that for about an hour and a half. 3 times of 30-minute rests between foldings. Then you stick it in the fridge for 8 to 10 hours, which is why we're doing this at night, so that in the morning we can take it out of the oven, out of the fridge, and cut it in half, fold it some more, do some special things, and then put it in a proofing basket if you have one.
Dude,
yeah.
There's a word for people like me. There's a phrase for people like me. All the gear, no idea. But that's why you're here. That's
where I'm here. That's pretty good. So, but you can also do that in like a regular bowl. Fully dirty. But so you can basically take a towel, sort of spread it open like this, flour the inside. Once you cut the 2 doughs, the one dough into 2 doughs the next day, if you only have one proofing basket, you can use this other kind of bowl to put the other one in, and then you cover it, and then you have to stick it in the fridge again for another 8 hours. So it's all about timing. It's like, when do you want your bread? You have to kind of...
Mid-January would be cool. You know, it's later.
I promise you. No, listen, next time we do this, I'm going to find something. I'm going to find a recipe. I'm going to talk to my friend, Christian, who knows shit that I don't know. Christian Letts knows everything.
No, this is irrelevant. I was just obsessing about his last name.
Letts. Well, it's not his real last name, but, you know, it's his last name.
Oh, it's just a fake last name. Just whatever.
Well, no.
Just a made up.
Now we got into that.
You know what? I don't think we need to know. I feel like one of us is going to get in trouble if we divulge.
I've gotten into trouble.
Yeah.
He doesn't know you.
Well, yeah, I don't want you to get into trouble.
Sorry,
anyway, tell us. So, yeah, I'm going to start scraping and folding.
Okay, I want to see where you get with this dough.
Quarter turns, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers. What do you call it? A little teaser. Give people a little teaser for season 2. Oof. What can they expect from Mel Monroe in season 2?
Oh man. Well, I mean, what do you think? I'm curious to see how she's going to deal with Charmaine pregnancy.
What would you do?
What would I do if somebody I went on one date with? There was one date, and then found out that his ex-girlfriend was pregnant? I don't know. I might walk away from that.
Not if it was Jack Sheridan, you wouldn't.
You'd have to do something pretty phenomenal to get me back.
Like build your cabin in the woods.
He already did that.
Something more? You want more? Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's no pleasing you. Oh, my God. See? You
You're
give
right,
them an inch, they take them all. You build them one cabin, and now they want a whole village. They want a whole town named after them. They want a whole country. And then that's not enough. They want a whole continent called Monrovia. Mel Monrovia. This continent was settled by Jack Sheridan and was bequeathed to his love.
You didn't build Mel a cabin. You fixed one up.
You
fixed a cabin up. You didn't
see what I mean?
It.
That's not enough for you. Oh my God. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm so glad you're not Mel Monroe. You would be impossible to please. No. The truth is, I'm so glad you're Mel Monroe. You're the best Mel Monroe ever.
I don't know. I get lost. I can't really tease things. I'm scared I'm gonna give too much away.
Give away, me too. I hate talking about it. I'm gonna jump right to the last scene of the last episode.
Charmaine needs to go back to You Both Are Funny. Oh, You Both Are Funny. That was 2 separate. I read them as one. What about Hope? Somebody said. Well, we'll find out what happens with Hope and Doc and everybody.
Hope and Doc, Lizzie and...
Is there a season 3? Gosh, I sure hope so.
We're actually currently shooting season 9 of Virgin River. It's top secret. No, I'm joking. In case anybody really thinks I'm serious, I probably have to qualify. No, we're not shooting season 9 Virgin River.
Why the name is Mel Monroe? I have no idea. You'd have to ask Robin Carr that. She is the writer.
She was a big tennis fan in the 80s.
She's a what? Big who?
Oh, that was McEnroe. No, I was thinking of McEnroe. Oh my God, you're a millennial. You don't even know who John McEnroe is.
I'm an elder millennial.
True.
Okay?
It's true. I'm so old.
I'm an elder millennial, though. I was not quite. I resent that statement.
Okay. I retract it.
How's your... I feel like we're done.
Would you like... Dude, check it out.
I think that's good. I think that looks pretty good. I think...
You want to see what happens when I give it a thingamajig?
Yeah. That looks good. Put the tea towel on it. We'll let it rest for 30, and then we'll never do this again.
I'm sniffing my tea towel again. We will never... Dude, I'm so into this. I'm gonna go buy an apron, though. I reckon that'd be a good investment.
Oh my God, your shirt is... That's like... It looks like you have toddlers.
I know. I do. I have one inside here.
When are you going to see the results of the bread? Well, listen, we're going to show the bread tomorrow evening. Both of us will post about our breads because we'll have 4 loaves.
I have so much bread. I'm going to post Alex's address on Instagram tomorrow, so if anybody wants some bread, just feel free to...
He doesn't know my address, luckily.
I'm going to find out.
I'm unlisted.
It looks like he's been whacking the dough. Kim
What?
McKenna. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Nice one, Kim McKenna. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi from Turkey. Say hi to people. You should say hi to people. They're just so happy to see you.
Hi, I have a hard time reading
I
everybody's
know.
names as they just fly up the screen. I'm like,
Jasmine. Jasmine wants to know
I
how
don't-
much do you love working together? Well, that's like the worst question to ask.
we love working together. What? Not me and you. Somebody else. Oh, South Africa. I've never been there.
Mexico. Kavila from Mexico. Say hi, Lexi. Where's Sammy? Oh, he's sleeping. He's snoring away.
Somebody was laughing really hard at something. Oh my God, I peed myself. I laughed so
That's
freaking
so cool.
hard.
I love peeing myself.
Who
Love
said
it.
that? I just saw all these laughing. Abby K. Patrick. She peed
Love it.
herself.
Oh, hello, Scotland. Natalie McLean from Scotland. My mom's from Scotland. She's from Edinburgh.
Good morning from Brazil. Okay, so it's morning. All right, listen.
Yeah. I told you.
No, I.
No, you're an amazing actress. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Who cares about geography?
I care about geography, but little.
Clearly, you didn't. You didn't in high school.
The last grade I think I technically completed was 8th grade.
And that was on a technicality. Like what? So what's the actual?
No, because when I entered into high school, I didn't go to school at all, and then I dropped out. So
You're a rebel.
I'm
You're a rebel.
self-educated human.
You said you're what?
I'm a self-educated human.
There's a word for that.
Is there?
Yeah, I forget what it is, but it's a really it's kind of a cool word. Yeah. Well, we better say goodbye to everybody.
Hey,
Goodbye, Peru.
My bread.
What?
Tea towels. Oh, there's a trick. If your dish towels smell, put them on hot in the washing machine with distilled white vinegar.
All right. There you go.
You know.
Okay. I don't have any. Still
I'm gonna start my own Martha Stewart channel for
this is like
high school dropouts.
who needs good when you've got how to flunk high school and be a star of a Netflix TV show and make the best bread ever. And who cares if you don't know where Brazil is? It doesn't.
No, I care. Oh, stop that. That's not fair.
No, I know you care. I just mean you don't
We love
care
Brazil.
enough to know. Like
Martin Henderson.
you can still care and not actually know, right? Like I care about sourdough bread, but I do not know how to make sourdough bread.
And that's why I'm here
See?
to help you learn how to make sourdough bread.
Is your dough in there?
No.
Oh,
Many hours later.
you're back.
I'm back. You're back. We're back.
Good afternoon. We're back,
Good
man.
afternoon. Oh yeah, it's 2 p.m. already. Oh man.
Holy cow.
How'd you sleep, Martin?
Dude, I had like almost a whole bar of dark chocolate. Horrible. I was up till, I don't know, 3 or 4. Now I know what it's like to be a
Damn.
parent.
No, this is my child right now. That's her head right there.
Is she in jail?
Yeah. I put them in jail when I need time to myself. I'm like, here's a bowl of water, some food, go.
A little toy, a little chew toy.
Yeah, a little chew toy.
How's your back, Mom?
My back is okay. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I was scared it was going to seize up when I was putting her down in her crib. I mean, she's a large child. She's almost 3, and she's very tall. And so when I take her, I have to hold her head and then take her from my shoulder and lean her over into the crib. And then I think that's why the back starts to spasm on this side, because I'm always
You're doing this, man. She's not, it's like she's 14. How old's your child? You're like, wow.
She's large. I mean, when I hold her head up here, I mean, she's to my hip. I'm 5'8". She's tall. We're tall people, okay? We have tall children.
She's going to be tall like her daddy.
She is. She might be taller than me. Yeah, but my mom was 5'2", so.
My mom was 5'2" as well.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe we had the same mother.
Petite. No, I don't think
We
so.
didn't
My
have
mom's not
me.
living anymore, so that would be weird.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. My
All right,
dad
let's
is
go
like
there. This just took a
6'2",
wrong
6'3".
turn.
Oh, no, it's totally fine. Anyway,
All
how
right,
was
let's
your
go
bread?
there. Let's,
No, we don't have to.
we don't talk about your mother. Okay.
This isn't that show. We could do that another time. I
Okay,
thought we
we'll
were
do
just
that.
here to make some bread.
That'll be the Therapy with Alex and Martin show. This is the sourdough show. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you asked, my bread is doing quite well. Look,
Oh, it looks good.
right?
Yep. It looks
I
good,
don't know
yeah.
what it's supposed to look like, but it doesn't look unlike bread.
It looks like a nice ball of dough. You have a nice ball of dough, Martin. Okay, so what you're going to do when you're
Yes.
scraping it out, I don't know if you saw, I posted something earlier when I was taking my ball out of so this is just to demonstrate. You know, you kind of you want to wet your hand first, and you're going to kind of like gently tilt the bowl and kind of like scrape it out of the bowl
Onto the counter.
Yeah.
Okay. Like from the top?
Yeah, so I just do it like from the side across, sort of scooping, yeah, from the side. And you want to get it, yeah, sort of gently, you want to gently peel it off. So, yeah, you're doing it.
More gentle, more gentle.
More gentle. Because as the lady says in the video that I sent on YouTube, which I'm going to figure out how to do the swipe up thing so everybody can visit that if they actually want to make this dough and they're not just watching us chatter. Oh, you froze. Okay, there you go. Good job.
Thanks, Mommy. You would make such a good
job.
mom.
So now you're going to, what? Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. I don't know. We'll see. We can ask them in 14 years what they think. No, actually, that's the worst point because then they're teenagers. Nah.
Yeah, they'll think
when they're like in their 30s, then you can.
Yeah, when they have kids, they'll look back and they'll be like, "Oh my God, how did you do that? How did you not drown us?"
Yes. Oh, it's so grim. So you're going to take this.
Yeah.
You're going to kind of eyeball it and try to make an even split between the dough into two sections.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now. Get into it.
So
you can just go straight down with the cutter. Yeah.
Yeah, and then spread it.
That's right.
Haha, you can't help yourself. Okay.
There's just too many.
I don't know if there is so much. It's just you seem to create them out of thin air. Like
you said spread them.
You're like sourdough. You just take innuendo out of the air, like sourdough takes yeast. You just take inappropriateness out of my mouth.
I guess spread them could be a police officer.
You're correct. That's where I went with it. Where'd you go?
Did you?
Why'd you laugh?
I don't know. It just sounded funny to me. Okay. Did you split the dough into two sections?
I splitted the dough into two sections. Yes.
Okay.
Did you not see that? I thought I showed that. There we go. Look, this one's almost falling off the counter.
It is. That could be dangerous.
Okay.
So you're going to take your scraper and you're going to, it's hard to do without demonstrating, and but I should. Okay.
Hope you're all paying attention out there in Instagram land. Patricia.
I don't see any comments coming. I can't see any of them.
They're not up on your screen? There's just a lot of nationalities. It's like the United Nations of Alex, we know you.
I mean, Netflix is all... I can't...
Netflix is global.
I know. I can't actually see any comments. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. It's weird. Anyway, I saw them yesterday. But okay, so I took my dough out of the fridge, and it's sitting in this, it's tea cloth covered in flour, and I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to show you how to scrape your dough up, because I don't actually know how to describe that process to you verbally.
Can you just do it then, like really quick, because this one's literally about to like roll off the counter. So anytime now would be great.
Scrape it up. Just scrape it over. No, scrape it over to the counter. You don't have to.
Okay, I'm a little paranoid. I gotta be honest. Like this whole process just seems so exact, and I'm just worried I'm gonna drop my metaphorical baby on its head. Oh my goodness.
Maybe they should do this in home ec. I don't think there is a home ec anymore though. Okay, so you want to take it, scoop it under. Oh, we did. Well, I never, as we discovered last night, graduated high school. So you're gonna want to take the edge and sort of scoop it under like that.
Your video froze for a second. So you're scooping and turning.
I'm scooping it and I'm turning it sort of so that I can. You always want to create a ball form, right? And the whole purpose of this is to get it, formed into a proper ball. But you don't want to ever push down on the dough. That's why you use this to sort of scrape under and then kind of, gently take the scraper out like that.
Yeah.
See? I know. This is why I couldn't describe it. So kind of go like that.
That I'm going to deform my child. Okay.
It's going to be great. No, you're not. It's going to be great.
You know, I can't show people at the same time. This is hard enough to do with two hands, let alone one hand on a phone.
No, put the thing down.
So I'm scraping and I'm turning. Am I folding it over itself, or is that separate? That's another time.
No, that's separate. So because you just took it out of the fridge, what we're going to do now, because you split it in half, is we're going to form 2 dough balls. You want them to be, you know, in a good dough ball shape. And then you're going to let it rest for 20 minutes on the counter. Sorry. And then, so then the second stage is you're basically going to fold, after 20 minutes, you're going to fold 4 times, like on 4 corners. So you kind of like, you know, you'll pick it up with 2 hands and fold it over itself, and then do the same. And then you can do exactly this technique to sort of roll and tuck under. And you want, the purpose at that stage is to get it sort of taut on the top so that it'll hold its shape when you bake it. So now I'm going to put it back into my proofing bowl, and I'm going to take it. So when you get to this stage, what you're going to do is you can use your scraper to help you scoop right underneath the ball, and then you're going to flip it so that this nice side is down in the bowl like that. And then you want to make sure that you flour everything so that it doesn't stick to your tea towel or anything, because you don't want dough. Oh, this is going to be a really weird ball of dough now that I've just done that.
The part you're explaining right now is 20 minutes after sitting on the bench for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but I think I just ruined this bread by showing you how to do it, because this should be resting in the fridge. But that's okay. It's cool. I've made so much bread at this point.
Someone
I sacrificed 1 ball.
Like,
all right.
shit. So someone just said Martin sourdough is going to taste like shit. So I'd like to know how that person knows what shit tastes like. Why don't you go home and think about it, shit eater? Shit talking shit eater. Get out of here.
It's going to taste great.
Thank
It is.
you.
I saw all the
I
nice bubbles in there.
Positivity.
I do. It's going to be delicious. I saw been with you the entire way. It's going to be good. You're going to be very proud when you're done.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so
You're welcome.
I have one more question right now. The top of the dough that I'm turning and scraping should be it should have like a slight, like it should be oxidized, right? It should be kind of less sticky. It should have a non-sticky sealing to it.
It doesn't matter, because you're going to let it rest. If it is sticky on the top, you want to flour it, lightly sprinkle flour on top, so that when you put the tea towel over it to rest on the counter for 20 minutes, it doesn't stick to the towel.
Okay.
So you don't need to really do like there's not a lot of kneading involved right now. You're just trying to shape the dough.
I'm just shaping into a boule. Into a boule shape.
A boule. Yeah, because you don't ever want to overwork your dough with sourdough. Because you don't want to Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See, I am paying attention. Do you want to see my balls?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at that.
Put my balls on the counter. Look at them. Massive.
Oh,
what giant balls do you have? They look pretty tasty to me.
They look great.
I don't know what that person was talking about. Okay.
You should. Is your towel gonna fit over both of those, or do they need to be pushed together a little bit more?
No, I can get a towel over both.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure they're not tacky on the
sticky.
top.
Yeah.
So, sprinkle some flour. My daughter is awake.
Uh-oh. Do you need to go?
No, she just sits in there. She sits in her crib place. It's fine. I just really wanted her to take a nap, but she's...
Dude, whiskey. I keep telling you, just little shot of whiskey, she'll be out like a light. That's what they did in the 70s, you know. That's what they need. People go, what's wrong with you? I say, well, I grew up, I was a baby in the 70s. No one knew anything about parenting in the 70s.
Yeah, That's true. I think they probably did that to my mother.
We're not going there. We're not going there today.
No, we're not. I feel like what I'm going to do, I wonder... No, I'm going to put this back in the fridge. I'm not going to go rogue on the recipe. That would be just crazy.
All right. I put my little babies to sleep.
Put the babies to sleep, 20 minutes, and then...
That's my babies.
There they are. And then I can help you with the... what's it called? When you cut the top?
I don't know, man. This is your bag. Yeah, scoring. Where you do the little... So it has somewhere to expand, right?
Is it? Does anybody know what it's called?
I think it's called scoring, because that's what you do to meat. Like... you cut little crisscrosses.
I know, but I thought there was another name for it when you're baking. Anyway, I can show you how to do that. But so typically you want to, after you do the second process here, when you get them into their proofing bowls, you want to leave them in the fridge for 8 hours. But I don't know, at this point in the day, you're going to want to do that because it's going to be pretty late.
Oh, so 20 minutes from now, we flip them, put them in the proofing bowls, and then they sit in the fridge for 8 hours.
Yeah.
That's 10.
So that's why I did it. So that's why I did it in the morning. So I'm trying to come up with a different time schedule for doing this process, like on the weekend, so I can have 2 loaves a week that I start off with on Monday for the family, you know? So I'm trying to come up with a better system. I got to do some math in my head. I'll figure it out and let you know.
I think we both need to be unemployed to be successful bakers. I don't know how you can hold down a job and bake this shit.
That's true. Or have 2 children that whine at you all day. My son woke up at 5:30 this morning. I was asleep and I feel this on my back. I feel something down here. I'm like, I rolled over. I was like, huh.
What are you? Where'd you come from? Well, Mummy and Daddy made you. And
I was in a deep sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I thought it's bad enough he has diarrhea and he comes in with the nose, you know, sort of nudges me.
At least he tells you.
He does. He can talk.
Yeah. That's
good.
good.
Well,
all right.
You should go take care of your child for a bit then, and then I'll see you.
No, it's nap time. It's nap time regardless. She has to stay in her bed for at least another 30 minutes, regardless of whether or not she sleeps, because this is her quiet time. It's when Mom puts the foot down. She says no.
Boundaries. This is good. This is good. You're teaching your children. They cannot manipulate just
she
by...
tries. Oh, man. She's smart. Oof. She's so smart, and she's observant. She sees, she knows. Ever since she was a baby, if you tried to like hide something from her, she's like, what is that? What do you got? My son, no idea.
Oblivious.
Totally misses it because he's really self-involved. And my daughter just notices everything you do. She's absorbing everything like a sponge.
So your son's going to be the actor. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah. All right. You
okay.
Take care of those balls on the counter.
I will cradle them softly. They're good idea. They're very warm. Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep them under wraps for now, and then I'll reveal them to the world soon.
Many hours later.
There you are.
Here we are again.
Hey, man. It's like Groundhog Day. It's like Groundhog Weekend. Oh, my God.
Just wait until you start doing this every weekend. You're going to get so into it. You're going to be like, I got to make my rolls for the week.
Rolls? Sourdough rolls? Your life sounds awesome.
My bread rolls. My life. You know what? If you enjoy what you do, it is awesome.
Dude, I'm a convert.
I'm glad.
I'm totally on board with this. I'm having the best time ever.
What I want to try next is adding some like olive,
rosemary,
maybe doing like a cinnamon raisin.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting crazy.
Yeah.
So festive. A few walnuts in there.
I can't do your accent. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to sound like a jerk.
I like your British accent.
My British accent?
Yes, you're sort of Queenie. Yes, you're
Queenie, yes. Well, yes, I was watching the Crown the other day, yes.
Yes. Marvelous.
Yes, marvelous, yes. I started watching it and I realized I wasn't on the 3rd season. I was actually on the 1st. I was like, wait a minute. I thought Nelford was no longer in this anymore. No, now she is. I'm on the wrong season. My dough's risen to this size. How's yours look?
Why isn't there a tea towel in there? Did your tea towel get swallowed up inside like a Kinder Surprise? Are we going to eat your bread and find a dirty tea towel in there?
Maybe.
Sounds cool. Should I get mine out of the fridge?
The tea towel is going to, yes. Get
mine's in a tea towel.
Well, I think... So I went down, I told you, I went down the rabbit hole as far as sourdough bread making is concerned. Bolivia, South America, what up? And I found that you can flour your
basket.
Bowl.
You don't need to, does that get better lines on? Does that get a better little sort of design?
Yeah, so it'll create the circular pattern on the top of it. But sometimes it does stick if you don't put enough flour. So that's the risk you run, I guess. But I think it's going to be... I don't know. Dude, Martin, this might be terrible. This might be...
Dude, I have very low expectations. That's how I get through life. I just think of what I
Oh,
do.
it's all making sense now.
Like, I'm just like, I mean, whatever, man. Just set the bar so low. Like, even if I get out of bed, I'm like, what a success story.
I gotta start my day like that.
The key to life, man.
This is like the exact opposite.
Piece of nothing. Just do. And then you're just gently surprised by every, like, meager accomplishment.
Yeah, that's how I gotta do it. That's how I gotta do it.
Solid B plus.
Solid B plus.
That's all you need.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get some flour because I want to.
So what do I do? What do I do?
Wait! I gotta see your dough. What's your dough look like?
So I take it out.
Show us. Show the folks at home.
Yo, it's the reveal. It's the big reveal. Oh, it's like the end of season finale. Oh, it didn't stick. It didn't stick.
Good job. The
like
top didn't stick. Yeah.
It rose.
Yeah, you put that in at what time?
Well, if I tell you the facts, I'm going to get revealed as an absolute charlatan.
I came on and I was trying to talk to you, but you didn't see me.
I heard you were there going, no, dude, no. And I was
Stop what you're doing.
I was like the guy in the Muppets, the Swedish chef, just fucking. Oh well.
Oh my God! Everybody was losing their minds. They're like, "Alex is on here.
Pay attention to her." Oh, I know. I'm sorry, but like I said,
it was
I expect nothing of myself. So what do I do with this?
Okay. So we both have our ovens preheated now. I had preheated mine like 5 hours ago. I'm kidding, not that long ago. I was gonna get into it, but then I decided to wait for you. So
kind.
Oh well, I thought when I watched
the screen, I feel like you're doing all these like secret.
When I watched the last installment, I was like, oh, maybe he might need some help. So I just floured the top of it because it felt like it didn't have enough flour.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now, so I have my parchment paper here on the counter.
Yeah.
And I wish I could do an angle, but it's not. I can do like let's see if I can try to. Oh, come on. Okay. That's as low as
you go.
It goes here. So I'm going to try to put it on there without it sticking, but I can already tell that there's some spots here that are sticking.
Oh.
So, see that? So I'm going to gently
on the bowl
peel that. And actually what I've done before in the past is I've just put it onto the parchment, held it with one hand, and stuck my other hand up. And sort of felt
like delivering a baby.
Yeah.
Like a breech birth. Just get the head, turn it around.
Yeah. So this one I think is a little bit stuck in there. Hello?
Hi.
You stuck?
Oh.
Yeah, she's a little stuck. That's okay.
It's all right. Just talk to her sweetly. Whisper sweet nothings in her.
Okay, so while I'm fumbling with this, you can probably get yours into the position, right?
So I should turn mine upside down onto the parchment paper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a good angle here too.
How'd you do that?
Look at that. I know. That's
amazing.
I know. I think it's because my girlfriend's watching. I'm just sort of bringing out my A game. We're still in the early stages of the relationship where I'm myself.
See, was she on earlier? This is how I can get you motivated. Aha.
So I'm going to flip mine over, yeah?
Yeah, so flip it onto the parchment.
Like
this is the most stuck my bread has ever been in this bowl. This is terrible. This is really hard. Eventually, though, if you're using a proofing basket, it should get to the point where it becomes non-stick kind of idea. Oh, this is mortifyingly awful. Let me see your beautiful dough, because mine is a disaster.
I feel like we need music. Where's Casey with the guitar? We need like a...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you know what he's been doing? He's been working on a song for the show.
For Virgin River?
Yeah.
Is it a ballad? Is it Jack's like internal monologue? Is he going to sing it?
If we ever do another season, then we can use it. Your
husband could do Jack romantic ballad.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing.
Oh.
I think that's what he's working on. Oh, God. Okay.
Husband, extremely talented individual.
He is. Okay. Well, all right. The other one came off a little bit easier. But they are a little bit.
Not even watching. She's not even watching. So
Did she say? She said she was gonna. What?
Are you ignoring me? Are you just like?
Me? What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice of you to say. Even though I kind of made you say it just then.
Sorry.
Paring knife.
I'm gonna score my bread.
All right.
Although I'm a little embarrassed in my bread right now because it's been sitting on the counter for a while.
No,
I intended to do this a while ago.
Someone can't see it. No one can see anything. Just make it up. Just tell us how amazing it is.
Okay, so no, see all that? That's an accident. Oh.
Is that where it's going to come bursting out?
No, this was where it got stuck on the proofing bowl. Those dimples right there. So it's supposed to just be a nice circle.
Right.
And it's flattened because it was sitting out for too long. So it's going to be shit, and yours is going to be better. So here we go.
I doubt that.
No. So I'm
So what are you doing?
score
Would you doing lines across the whole thing? Like 2 inches apart?
Yeah, I don't actually know how far apart they're supposed to be. I just kind of make some lines in it, and it's. I think it's really just to let the steam out and to let the bread
Expand, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my other one here.
My knife is
I'm gonna do a different pattern here.
I'm not the sharpest tool in the kit.
And in the hook.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. All right, $10 to anybody who knows what movie that's from. You've got 10 seconds. Bro, your knife is small. Yeah, but it's very well shaped. No, I'm not seeing anybody. No. Tell us what the movie is, Al.
I don't know.
Oh,
Sorry. I don't even really catch what she said.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh.
I'm even doing an accent really badly.
I'm sorry. I know what it is. It's shit. What's his name? Oh my God, Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, there we go.
I was really reaching there. Goodness.
You and I should do Trivial Pursuit nights. We'd be such a good team. My knife's so nice.
I have a feeling you'd be better at it than me. Not that great at Trivial Pursuit.
I'm
I'm good at like Pictionary and stuff like that. Charades.
I love Pictionary.
I'm good at that.
I love charades. All actors love charades, though. It's like, look at me, look at me, look at me, everybody.
Yeah. And also, you're acting out stuff, which is what you get paid to do. So if you can't act it out in charades, then you suck.
Then you need to go back to baking.
Then you need to
Sourdough, I say.
join the other actors doing cooking shows because of COVID.
Oh, dude, there's so many actors doing. I posted this or something, and then all of a sudden, some video of Kevin Bacon making a pizza started playing, like randomly. Just Kevin Bacon putting olives and smashing things. It was kind of inspiring, but also I felt really dejected that I was just so rude.
What's that game? 3 Degrees from Kevin Bacon or something?
Is it 3 or 6? Maybe 3. Yeah.
Is it 6? It sounds 6 sounds better. So I'm taking my bread in a little hammock in my
Banana hammock.
parchment, and I'm just gonna put it into my. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm putting it into my
everything off camera, so you could just talk total shit right now, and we'd all just be like, "Wow,
yeah,
well, it's great."
I'm gonna show you what I just did. Greetings from Costa Rica. Ooh, I wish I was in Costa Rica. Hey, so I just put it in my Dutch oven.
Say it again.
I put it in my Dutch oven here. I'm going to put the lid on there. And then I'm going to go in and get this one out right now. But this one's really big, so I got to put this phone down because it's too much for me to carry. It's too many things.
Why do you call it a Dutch oven? I thought a Dutch oven is when someone does a toot under the covers.
Yep. That is another term for a Dutch oven.
A knife is not getting really angry.
I think it's I don't understand that. It's gross. My children do that to me all the time, and it's like my son gets up from his nap today. He comes over, he sits on my lap. I'm sitting at the counter here doing something on the iPad, and he just starts farting on me in my lap.
I love that boy. I love that boy so much. That's my kind of kid.
Starts wafting into my face, and I'm like, have you gone to the bathroom today, child? What's
like,
going
I just did on you, Mum. All right, I need to know if I need to do any more scoring.
No, No,
enough?
that's good. That looks great.
Okay. Alrighty. I have to share something because I think it's really important that, you know, in life we talk openly about our failures and our insecurities and our vulnerabilities. So I think it's what makes us human, and we only learn from our mistakes. So
True.
I'm just gonna get naked right now, so to speak,
What?
and let you know I put something in the oven that I guess wasn't supposed to go in the oven. There was like a mini. I hope my landlord lady's not watching right now, but I melted the plastic knob that goes on the top of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So my house has a really beautiful aroma of sort of carbon synthetic plastic.
Burning, melting. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah. But the other one, but I put two in. One was a real one and one was a not real one. So there you go. I learned from my mistake. Now I know that
Crap.
Le Creuset is the way to go.
See, I should have said that to you, but I figured your response was going to be, I'm not an idiot. And so I did it.
Don't say what I would really say. But yes.
And now you've melted
Yeah, so
plastic.
true. So I had a moment of idiocy.
Sorry.
That's all right.
It's
Like
okay.
I said, it makes me human. I'm the first to admit that I fall down, but I get up again.
But it's a good thing. It's a good thing for everybody to know at home. You can't put cookware with plastic knobs in the oven. Be sure that all of your cookware that you want to put in the oven is oven safe.
How do you know that if you didn't purchase the aforementioned kitchen thing?
I mean, is there anything in this kitchen that I would say, okay, like,
All right, I'm going to show you. All right, I'll show you.
okay, oh God. Okay, you can kind of tell. All right, like this you could put in the oven probably, although this is Teflon.
Look,
So maybe I wouldn't put that in the oven. That lid, I wouldn't be so sure about that lid.
Well, I'm definitely not sure about the lid now that I've got cancer from bloody burning the thing.
This, so that's what you put in the oven?
Well, I put that and the Le Creuset one. So
Yeah, I wouldn't have put that in the oven. Like anything with a metal handle, you can put in the oven, like a skillet with a metal handle. That's pretty obvious. Most people know that.
This is good. We're like, now it's become baking for idiots.
But like this, don't put this in the oven. Rubber.
She's talking to you. She's talking to you out there on Instagram. Like, she's not talking to me. She knows I would never do that.
Don't ever put one of these in the oven. That's not a good idea. Don't put anything. Ooh, we got to time this. Oh,
Put a
crap.
bun in the oven. I'm going to put a bun in the oven. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh my gosh.
So listen, do I get my my non-melted thing out of the oven now? How many times
Yes,
can we
you
set
do.
the oven in 5 minutes? We do. Okay.
This is a drinking game for anybody at home.
Look at my lovely.
Yes, because I've already popped mine in there. Okay.
What's that?
I've already popped mine in.
All right, I'm just going to go. And I'm going to hula over here.
Better stick it in.
Ta-da!
Ah,
Oof, this thing's radiating heat. It's like radioactive. Woo!
yeah. Ooh, yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. Should have told you
dude.
about that too.
Thanks. I just lost my eyebrows.
That's also another thing. I just thought you'd be smart enough not to stand over the Dutch oven when you open it.
Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, should be here all night. Hysterical. Oh, dude, it looks like
God.
bread. This is awesome.
It's going to be great. Your bread looks way better than mine. I'm
Yeah, but
very excited to see what happens.
I didn't let mine sit for long enough. Look.
Yeah, but mine sat out for a while, so it's not in that shape right now. It's kind of like, which now I realize why the lady says, oh, okay. So I found the lady. Yes, your bread looks very good, Martin.
Thanks, man. I don't need any validation. You can tell.
No, you don't. So put the lid
Oh,
on.
shit. I
Stick
gotta
it in
put
the
it in the
oven. Yep. When it's
Whoops.
hot, you want to do it all while it's hot. Don't touch
Okay.
anything. Always use oven mitts. You will burn yourself. That thing is boiling hot. So for everybody at home that wants to know, my friend Christian Lutz, I've said that in another
How many
post
times do you say
fucking
Christian
5 days ago when we started this. So I guess he knows the lady that made this recipe or posted it or whatnot.
The woman
Cooking
that was with the video.
yeah. So her name is Cooking with
I love that
Fiona.
lady.
She's the jam. And I found her on Instagram. So she's on Instagram and it's Cooking with Fiona. And her YouTube channel is Cooking with Fiona. So if you want to learn how to make this bread, it's called the most foolproof, delicious, easy to make sourdough bread recipe you will ever do.
The shortest title for a YouTube video
That's
ever.
Yeah.
So how do
But
we?
what's good about this one is that she goes over the starter bit, you know, like feed your starter in the beginning before to get it to get all bubbly.
Change your starter's diaper, cut your starter's toenails, clean your starter's eardrums. Oh my God, the starter saga. That's a whole other friggin' lifetime of nonsense.
I think maybe for a person that has had 2 children, 15 months apart, baking bread is just like not such a feat. It's like, well, you know, I did that,
but
so
for
I could
someone
just make some bread.
Someone who's never had a child, they just get relegated to the minors. Just
feels like it's a real task to bake some bread.
I'm exhausted. I'm embarrassed to say. Like, I mean, I was like so excited about having children about a week ago, and now just literally one loaf of bread I'm done.
Children are much different from a loaf of bread. There's way more joy in children than a loaf of bread.
Oh, it depends what you put on your bread, though, eh? Oh yeah, that might be a wash.
Vegemite,
sandwich, cheese,
Vegemite.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're speaking my language.
You're
speaking my language.
I've got my timer on. So what happens is after 20, did you start your timer?
I don't need to start my timer. I have a timer in my head. I put it in at 8:25. It's now 8:27. That's 2 minutes. That's math right there. 2 minutes. How long is it going in for? 20 minutes. In 18 minutes, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to take the lid off, and I'll put it in for another 20.
Yeah, that's right. Good student.
See, I watched the video. I love that video. We're going to post that video for everyone. I don't know something about that woman's accent, the way she says water. Bubbles. I love her.
It's just, I started following her on.
I wanted to swaddle me in a warm blanket and just say, would you like some water, Martin?
I wonder where she's from.
I don't know, like Persia.
So
She just has that rich kind of almost Middle Eastern thing.
So I was going to ask you, what do you think people are going to enjoy most about season 2? Virgin River. Because somebody was asking that. So he's like, what's going to happen? I'm trying to find.
I don't know. I saw it, and I actually was pleasantly entertained. I found it like a nice warm blanket, you know, like what does it mean with me and warm blankets? I don't have a blanket thing, but no.
You really want to be swaddled. It's like a weird childhood thing. You weren't swaddled
enough. Aggressive thing. I want to go like this and watch Virgin River.
I think honestly, I realized that the second season is a lot more risque.
Season 2 is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Don't you think?
Don't you think? That's the bass there right now. That's the 70s bass. What you going? Yes, shit gets sexy in Virgin River.
Yeah, it's not
there's
just
no virgins in Virgin River anymore.
It's not just Mel and Jack. We don't know what's happening with Mel and Jack, but there's other couples in season 2.
There's a lot of non-virgin stuff going on in season 2. I think they have to change the title of the show. I think what you call it? Easy River.
Good one. That was good.
Easy River. When I first moved to Easy River, I didn't know anybody. But I was helping them building the bar from scratch.
Oh my goodness. So
I don't know. What do you? I mean, I think it's nice to see the relationships develop. You know, I think it's nice to see. Just season 1 was all about the wooing, wasn't it? It was all about come here, go away. Come here, go away.
I don't know that necessarily ends though.
Well, it's like life.
I feel like it keeps happening.
We just never arrive. It's just a constant state of flux.
It's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope people really like season 2. I think they will, because I felt we stepped up our game from a production standpoint. I think the way it looks, getting outside a little more, opening up the show, more scenic stuff, sexy time. Everybody likes a little bit of sexy time. So,
I do, but it's still PG-14, so it's not that crazy.
Like PG-7.
PG-7? No.
I feel like an 8-year-old.
PG-7, they don't have any sexual content.
Give us a little more. Come on, Virgin River. I didn't tune in for this. Well, I don't know about you. My nephew.
How old is your nephew?
They're such good boys. They're getting old now. They're actually one of them's a teenager. He's in high school, so they know all about it. I mean, Virgin,
yeah.
They're on to God knows what. I don't even want to. I shudder to think. Just offends my sensibilities.
Just don't go there.
No.
Don't think about it.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, look at this. My husband came home with a bunch of beer. Hey.
He's like, a woman's gonna spend all day on the internet. I'm just gonna get drunk. I'm just gonna sit in the living room by myself and crack a 6-pack. What up, Case? Oh my God, he went out and got wet for beer. Are you sure he doesn't have a problem?
He didn't.
He's like, he just walked through the rain for beer.
He can't hear you because I have my earbuds.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Sorry. No. Martin says hi.
You drunk? Hi, Martin. I'm an
He's
alcoholic.
calling you a drunk, which is funny because he's absolutely not a drunk. If anybody in the house is a drunk, it's this one.
Hey man, I didn't want to go there. That's right.
No,
You're a high functioning drunk. I think it's important to point out.
It's true. He was so he went to the liquor store to use the cardboard dumpster.
And I felt bad, so I bought 2 cases of beer.
You felt bad, so you bought 2 cases.
I bought 2 cases of beer out of the goodness of my heart.
And now he's drinking them out of the goodness of his heart.
Out of the
I don't want to waste it.
drinking them all.
So we had a what?
He's drinking them all. He's gonna go drink them all right now.
I mean, we'll see how far he gets. Our son wakes up at 5:30, so I highly doubt he's going to get that far into a 6-pack right now.
Sorry, I just had to turn my speaker off. It was jumping on the Bluetooth.
Sandra's there. Sandra, what are you doing, Sandra? You're having a party. Yeah, I know. I'm so bad at this. It's hard for me to keep up with it because it scrolls.
What music do you like, Alex? Someone just asked, what music do you?
Oh my gosh, I like so much music. It's like somebody asking me what my favorite movie is. I mean, that's completely impossible.
What's your favorite?
I always say if I had to pick one that I couldn't watch anything ever again, I guess it would be Groundhog's Day.
It's just something really interesting about you. If you could never watch a movie again, you watch a movie about a day that keeps going on over and over again. You're either really genius. There's something genius about that. I'm just not smart enough to figure out what it is. There's something in there though. There's a kernel.
It's because Bill Murray is so fantastic.
Yeah, there's no.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. I like The Big Lebowski. I tried to get my girlfriend to watch it though, and she started watching. She goes, "Yeah, I kind of liked it, but it was kind of aged." I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah.
That's my husband's favorite movie. Is The Big Lebowski.
Fantastic. Yeah.
It's his favorite movie. That's probably the movie that he would
take to a desert island.
I also think Forrest Gump is a classic.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, I know it's not like it, but it's kind of like Virgin River. You know what I mean? Like in the sense.
Are you saying Virgin River is a classic? Are you saying that?
No.
I
don't mean that. I didn't say that. I don't actually think that, and I'm not trying to poo-poo our show. But I mean, in the sense of like.
You're that confident about yourself.
No, I don't mean that at all. What I mean is in the way that it's something cozy that you watch. It's not.
It's like a box of chocolates.
It's a box of chocolates. It's not super cerebral. We're not.
Yeah. And
there's some tragedy, but it's not like it doesn't just rip you apart. It's tragedy, and you follow the story, and you're following the characters. And it's set in a beautiful place, and it's lovely. And I could watch it over and over. And apparently, people like to watch Virgin River over and over. I'm not saying Virgin River is anything like Forrest Gump at all. Okay?
No, you actually said it's quite similar to Forrest Gump, but anyway.
No, that wasn't my point.
It's all right. I think it's a lovely idea. I think you should recommend that people go out on Friday and watch 10 hours of Virgin River and then 2 hours of Forrest Gump. There's an entire day of your life that you will never get back, but you'll be happy about it. You spent it wisely. All right, so what happens now, oh connoisseur of the flower?
Now, you know what happens now. You just told me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll sleep again. So in 6 minutes, I'm going to take my lids off, and then I'm going to bake it for another 20.
So why did I...
People are telling you should go back to Grey's Anatomy. I'm seeing a lot of that on here.
Oh.
He doesn't know how to respond to that.
No, I'm reading...
He has a lot of mixed feelings about that. What is this? Bride and Prejudice?
Oh, it's my finest work. I was in a... Oh, Sammy, what is it, buddy? I was in, Bollywood movie. You want to see me in Indian dress doing Bollywood dancing? Check it out.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
It's my finest work. I honestly think it was the moment where I sort of arrived as an actor.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, it was a defining moment in cinema too, in my mind. That was fun. It was a fun jaunt. It's another feel-good movie. I just love to do feel-good things, and then horror. It seems to be like I just go from one extreme to the other. Little romantic dramas, and then like just mindless bloodlust horror. But okay, well listen, why don't I meet you back here in 25, 35, 45, 55 at 5 after 9. From yours will already be out, but it'll be, you know, you can probably cut into it or whatever it is you bakers do to show off your bread, and I will I'll bring mine out of the oven and pull the lid off and burn my eyelashes off.
Don't do that. Yes, it's pretty eyelashes.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I need to get that filter. I might see if I can. Well, that's a good look. Okay, I'll see you later. See you. It's so great. I think we should do. We should do this whole season of Virgin River like this. Just like, Mel, listen, I know that, you know, I haven't always been straight with you about my past and everything, but, you know, Charmaine's out of the picture. Come back.
She's not. She's having a baby.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're the one I love.
This
You're
is
the one
ridiculous. I can't do this. I can't do this.
You're so beautiful. I think about you every day and every night. You see my brains? Or just my boogers? Right. That's so charming.
Yeah. 9:05.
See you at 9:05. Bye.
Now it's time for the big reveal after 2 days of baking. Look at that. Ooh,
Looks pretty good, right?
that looks great.
I think I could have got it out of the oven about 2 minutes ago, but
No. How high was you were at 450, right?
no, 500. You said,
Oh,
you did say 450. You're right. You said preheat 500 and then turn it down to 450. Oh, Martin.
so that's where you got a little bit too brown there. But
Yeah.
so this is where I'm at with mine. Mine was
Oh, look at your fancy white swirls.
yeah.
Man.
The proofing basket
Yeah.
makes some pretty things happen. So
You know what I have, which I'm quite delighted with actually, is a slight diagonal straight line from the tea towel imprint.
oh.
I don't know if you can see all the detail out there in Instagram land. See those little faint lines?
Yeah, I see it. That looks nice.
Yeah, I mean, you know, happy accidents. We love that.
This one's a little flat. I don't know. Ow! Oh, I burnt myself. Ah. I swear. So this is interesting. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Now, do you remember? Oh, you burnt yourself too. Yep. Got my knuckle a little bit. So you remember
Mine's
earlier?
slightly overdone, but only slightly.
Yeah, no, it'll still taste good. But yeah, sorry.
No, that's my bad.
I should have reminded you to turn it down. I've done that before.
Oh, well. You can.
But when I did it, I did
It's all
it
part of the
for
learning
the
process.
first 20 minutes, not the entire 40 minutes. It is part of the learning process. So earlier today, when I decided to try to show you how to like scrape and roll your dough, and I took one of mine out because it was already proofing. So I just want to show you what happened here. So that's the one that I didn't take out, and that's the one that I took out. So like this one's nice and puffy, and this one kind of flattened out a little bit. Isn't that interesting?
So hang on, what was the difference?
Don't take your bread out after you've put it in the fridge to proof for the second time. Leave it in there. Let me see. Sounds good.
I can't even remember which part of the 68 stages of sourdough that was.
Yeah, so
It smells really good.
yeah, it smells great. I'm gonna leave this on the thing to cool down, and so you don't want to cut into it now. You gotta wait until it cools. But I feel like we did a really good job here, Martin.
Hey, man.
We did it. We made bread.
I'm sure there's been worse bread baked. I'm sure there'll be better ones to come. But you know, I'm very happy with the results. I'm a little disappointed shows now, you know, where they have to make something really quickly and then they have to get out there and sort of put their hands behind their back and talk about it like those, to sort of feel like a participant in one of those cooking shows. But you know, I feel like had I have actually heeded your instructions and put the temperature down to 450, this would be store quality. But you know what? It's good enough for me and Sammy. It's good enough for me.
It's gonna be good
Thank
still,
you.
even though you cooked it at a little bit too high of a temperature. It's still gonna be great. I
I
promise.
love your positivity. You know, one of the things I really like about you is you just turn that frown upside down.
Do I? I feel like I'm a negative Nancy.
No, you're not. You just have this amazing sort of I
Really?
don't give a shit thing, like whatever, like apathy, I guess. But it works for you.
It is, because eventually you're like, well, I mean, whatever, it's just bread, you know. We're not involved in some kind of like war or genocide situation. We just baked some bread, man. It's all
We could,
good.
we could put like things in the bread and ship it internationally, like spy technology in the bread.
Hmm.
Although this would probably give that game away. So I guess our future, unless we're
We
like
found out now.
sort of reverse psychology, pretending that that's that we're doing it, but really we are doing it.
I'm all away.
Oh,
It's
you're
all,
frozen
it's
again.
all given away. You keep freezing too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my Wi-Fi. Anyway, so you just, what an amazing teacher. Thank you for guiding me through my trimester. I feel like...
I mean, it is really, you just birthed bread. So you only put in one, you only baked one loaf.
I only baked one because I only have one Dutch oven because the other one melted. But look.
Oh, oh, yeah, you do look like you're in your third trimester, don't you?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You look like you're about to pop there. You're going to have a baby. Oh, look at that. Here comes the bun in the oven.
I'm just going to
Coming right
gonna
out.
twerk my baby
I don't
out.
know what that move is. You've clearly never watched anybody give birth before, because that's a weird way to do it. Okay.
There's a white man's work. Here we go.
It's good. It's beautiful.
Oh, you're
Bravo.
awesome. Well, thanks for all your help. I'm going to do one more loaf in about, I don't know. Well, no, I guess I can do it right away. I'll do the second loaf. I really
This
like
one is
your
so,
swirls,
this
though.
is really sad.
Meanwhile, it's a great example of what not to do. You know, I think
What else? Don't do this.
I applaud you
I've
for
never
your
made a loaf of bread. I've never made a loaf of bread this shit before. So, you know.
it actually looks a bit like the emoji shit. If you turn it, it looks weirdly
It does.
similar. Now turn it the other way.
He looks angry.
Horrors, yeah, and then put a couple of eyes on it, and it looks like an emoji poop.
It'll probably still taste good.
I reckon
But
if you gave it to your kids with Nutella, they'd be more than happy.
I know. Whew.
Well, there you go. So,
This is going to be so good. Okay. Well, if you can do it, anybody can do it, Martin. I'm just kidding. You're a smart fella. Listen, so the lady said, I was watching her video again, and she said she starts the dough in the mid-morning. She says, I'm not quite sure what mid-morning means, but I feel like if you started at
10
mid-morning
a.m.
and then you do the whole process, you should have it to bake by the next morning instead of doing whatever the hell we just did.
So you do like an 8-hour
at 9 p.m.
Right. So you have one 8-hour proofing period, sort of over the afternoon into the evening, do its folding stuff, and then the second one overnight, and then boom, in the oven.
Pop it in the oven the next morning, yeah.
Pop it like
Fresh
it's
bread
hot.
for the
And
day.
then
Yeah.
40 minutes later, you're eating fresh bread. Listen to that. I just want you guys to hear the crunch. Can you even hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Oh, I'm so proud. Thanks. Well, you've inspired a whole
Good job.
generation. Awesome work.
I'm not the first. I'm not the first. People have been doing this. People got deep into this in like March. We're really
People got
late
deep
to the
into
party.
in the Middle Ages. I actually
Well,
have a
obviously,
feeling
yes, but
this shit's been going on for a while.
yes. But like, you know,
Well.
humans that do what we do got into it in March. Anyway,
Well,
I'm gonna go to bed.
This is the mother of all invention. Yeah. Well, me too. But oh yeah, is that your scale?
This has been fun. Nice work. This is actually my iPod, but you're doing a good job.
All right.
Telling your scale.
Duck out of frame, and I'll end this comedy of errors. Bye, everybody. It was fun baking with you. Bye. Oh, shush, Sam.